Thank you very much for staying with us once again. Yes. It's always a great pleasure to have you join us. Thank you very, very much for staying. And unfortunate news or sad news, a bad news, I don't know how you are going to term it. For Africa and for Ghana under 20, we are going to bring you the very details in this video on this channel. Also, we will look at the FIFA 2026 World Cup. Some teams have already qualified. Is that not it? Yes, about 7 teams have already qualified. We are going to look at that, and then we'll look at some other stories and details. 5 biggest winners for the Ghana Black Stars in the just ended FIFA World Cup qualifiers. Which 5 Black Stars players would you say they were the biggest winners? Do you understand? They were the biggest winners for the FIFA World Cup qualifiers we played versus Chad and versus Madagascar, where we won 8 goals to 0 in both games. All right, when you're adding them together, bringing you all the details in this video on this channel. Thank you very much for staying with us. Subscribe to the channel, like this video, hit the notification bell, and select all. All right, yes, let's start off from the Ghana under 20 team. Just news just in is that Cote d'Ivoire, Ivory Coast, have withdrawn as the host for the Ghana for the AFCON under 20. So they are not going to be hosting the AFCON under 20 anymore. You know that they were the original host for the tournament that will be kickstarting on April 26th, 2025. So just about a month to go, Ivory Coast have withdrawn as the hosts of the competition, citing logistics challenges and other issues. So they say they cannot host the nation. So CAF would have to get another country to host the whole of Africa in terms of the under 20 football competition. That's a breaking news and a worrying news, because a lot of the countries were preparing, knowing that they are going to play the tournaments at Ivory Coast. Even the Ivorian under 20 team, I'm sure they were preparing, knowing that we are not going to travel anywhere. We are going to stay in our country and play. But then this time, things have changed, because the country together, the Football Association of Ivory Coast, as well as the president of the nation, have come together to say that they cannot host the tournament. And that is a very, very unfortunate, very, very sad news for everyone. Don't forget that Ghana under 20 team will be participating in the African Cup of Nations under 20 level, which will be coming on in from the 26th of April. CAF will be announcing a new host country maybe in the coming days before the tournament kickstarts, and I'm sure it is going to go to Morocco. Yeah, right now, the Africa, if we are surprised at something, like we want to do something impromptu, we just go to Morocco and everything will be fine, because Morocco, they are always having the facilities, they are always having the money to host any tournament or anything of any sort. So this one there, for you not to surprise anybody, maybe South Africa too is a good fit, but Morocco is a fantastic one. Is that not it? They qualified. Morocco under 20 qualified, so them hosting will be the best fit for me, I think, and I know that that's where CAF will be sending a CAF under 20 African Cup of Nations. Now let's talk to you briefly about the FIFA Club World Cup that will be coming on. You know that the winner of the FIFA Club World Cup will be taking $125 million. $100 million crown in this $125 million is the prize money for each for the club that wins the competition. Now there are about 4 African countries, 4 African clubs who will be participating in this particular FIFA Club World Cup. Okay, and the clubs are Al Ahly, Wydad Casablanca, Sundowns, Mamelodi Sundowns, and then Esperance de Tunis. 4 clubs from Africa. Each of these African clubs are going to get $9.55 million. They are going to pocket that as their participating fee. Like, you are just coming to USA to play the competition, so take $9.55 million. I know for teams like Al Ahly, for Sundowns, it's no money for them, but for the likes of Esperance and maybe Wydad, it will be some very good money for them. But I brought this news to talk to our Ghanaian clubs. Boga, if we don't take football serious and we don't be competitive and we don't make some of these monies we will sit here and we will be kotoko ashe one has ashe one kotoko ashe two has ashe two emfa ye nko baby boga $9.55 million, close to $10 million approximately. Imagine say kotoko nenya this amount of money. They can change everything about the club. They can change everything about the club. Do you know $9 million? Wouldn't him $9 million? It's a huge sums of money. So we should start doing things for the Ghana Football Association. Let's stop this mediocrity stuff. Oh, we are sharing ball, we are sharing boots. What I say? Let's be serious with our game and ensure that we do very well and go and get some of this money. Because money we know what I say, there. If you perform well, you will get the money. All right. The Club World Cup, it's for teams who have performed consistently in CAF or FIFA. Or even UEFA matches, okay? Yes, UEFA matches like Champions League and the rest. You've performed consistently for the past, I think, 20 years or so. Yes, based on coefficients. That's how they use to select these teams. And Kotokone as the Omung. Don't mention their name. Omung Kang Gra. Omung were chile. You can see a 400 Omung Kang. That's why I'm pushing them to make sure that they will get some of this money, 5 big winners for the Ghana Black Stars, or 5 big winners for themselves, okay? Yes, or for the Ghana Black Stars in the World Cup qualifiers we played versus Chad and Madagascar. The biggest winner for me is Benjamin Asare. He's the biggest winner, the goalkeeper, 32 years old goalkeeper. You are keeping your post for Hasselfolk. You get a call up to the national team. If you pick 100 Ghanaians, okay, before the first game versus Chad, everybody will say that Benjamin Asare is not going to be there. Or maybe some people will say Benjamin Asare because Chad wasn't good. Is that not it? So some will say Benjamin Asare. But then nobody expected him to go and be the Black Stars #1 goalkeeper, be in the post versus Chad, be in the post versus Madagascar. So he's the biggest winner. Yes, he's the biggest winner of all of this. And right now, Coach Otuado has confirmed that he's the Black Stars #1 goalkeeper. Can you imagine that you go to the Black Stars camp and your first attempt, you will get the nod to be the Black Stars #1 goalkeeper, even though you were a local goalkeeper? I think this is a very, very good one over there. So Benjamin Asare is the biggest winner. The second biggest winner is Jordan Ayew. Imagine that Jordan Ayew captained the Black Stars and we lost these 2 games, or we drew these 2 games. Ghana will be trouble. Ghana will be trouble. Our press, our captaincy. If you don't mean for him winning games, and I don't mean you say, and I say, and I will say, any Empamu Jordan, any Empamu Nivea, any Empamu Zeria. But because of the performance of Jordan Ayew, 4 assists, okay, and then 1 goal, okay, in those 2 games, and helping the Black Stars to win those 2 games in T. Jordan Ayew, everybody who mentions Jordan Ayew is praising him. Nobody has mentioned Jordan Ayew to chastise him. So if it didn't go well, Jordan Ayew would have, oh my goodness, I just cannot I cannot imagine the bashing he would have gotten if things didn't go well. But thanks be to God, things went well. He did very well for himself, for the Black Stars. We won those games. He scored some goals and then he also assisted. Jordan Ayew is the second biggest winner. The third biggest winner is Coach Otuado. Hey, you are imagine that Coach Otuado took us into this World Cup. And get Accra Sports Stadium, Chad versus Ghana, 90 minutes 1-1. Hey, Coach Otuado can also be, and can you make no right now, you listen to a lot of people and they are like, oh, Coach Otuado should be given the chance. He has proven that he can do the job. Hey, 2 games spare. 2 games spare and he has proven that he can do the job. And all of that. So it looks like Coach Otuado they are cool because he's won those games. He's won the games convincingly. We didn't concede. We scored a lot of goals. And it looks like things are very, very good for the senior national team, the Ghana Black Stars. So the coach of the team is the third biggest winner. The fourth biggest winner for me is Mohammed Kudus. Mohammed Kudus is the fourth biggest winner. And I'm saying that because Mohammed Kudus, both at club side and at the national team, he had gone so many months, even at the national team over a year, without scoring. The last time he scored for the Black Stars was in January 2024. We are in March 2025. So over 1 year, he hadn't scored for the Black Stars. And then at the club side too, he has about 11 games, 11 games that he has not scored a goal. Do you get a point? So coming into the game versus Madagascar, where he scored and played extremely well, I think he's going to build his confidence. And for the upcoming games he's going to play, is that not it? He's going to build his confidence, and we are sure that everything is going to be fine. Maybe for the upcoming games in the FIFA World Cup, at his club side, that's for West Ham United, he will try and score goals also there. And I will not be surprised if this weekend Mohammed Kudus is able to score some goals over there. So he's the 4th biggest winner. Okay, the 5th biggest winner for me is Thomas Partey. And Thomas Partey, imagine also that Thomas Partey came into these World Cup qualifiers and he didn't perform. A lot of the time, people have criticized his commitment to the Black Stars, that he choose and pick games, he choose which games to play, which games not to play, and all of those issues. But this time he came fully committed and he played his hearts out, scoring 2 goals for the senior national team, the Ghana Black Stars, in the game versus Madagascar, helping us to calm down and win the game convincingly at the end of the 90 minutes. So Thomas Partey is the 3rd and 5th biggest winner, because if he didn't go well, he will be one of the few people to be lambasted or to receive criticism. But over any day, things went well and everything is fine. So these are the 5 biggest winners from the Black Stars of Ghana in their FIFA World Cup qualifiers we played versus Chad and versus Madagascar. Thank you very much for staying around. Today is the birthday of Salis Samet Abdul. Happy birthday, Salis Samet Abdul. Black Stars midfielder for Sunderland. Yes, maybe I'll be fine. You come back to your groove. Is that not it? Maybe I'll be fine. Thank you very much for staying with us. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.